Hi, hello friends. Welcome to Indian Tech Guru for you. Let us start the series on UGC NET Paper 1. In this video lecture, we are going to see mathematical reasoning and aptitude questions given in UGC NET June 2019. So there will be totally 20 parts like this. Now let us start with the part 1. See the first question. On a map, 1 inch represents 250 miles. What is the actual distance between two cities if they are 4.5 inches apart on the map? So very simple question that has been asked in UGC NET June 2019. So let us solve this problem. 1 inch represents 250 miles. 4.5 inches represents, very simple, 250 into 4.5. So here you may observe that there is point before one's place. So we can remove this point because here 0 is there. So both point as well as 0 will get cancelled. So now we need to find out 45 into 25. 25 5s are 125. 25 4s are 100. 100 plus 12, 112. The answer is 1125 miles. Answer B. Question number 2. If the number 345xy is divisible by 90, then x plus y. So given number is 345xy. If this number must be divisible by 90, then it must be divisible by both 10 as well as 9. Because 10 into 9 is equal to 90. So initially, to make sure that it is divisible by 10, the last digit must be 0. That is, the digit in the ones place must be 0. So this y becomes 0. With this we can determine that y is equal to 0. And what is the remaining number? 345x is the remaining number. Because y value is 0, we need not consider that particular value. Now, what is the divisibility rule for 9? The divisibility rule for 9 is, if you add all the numbers, add all the digits in the number, then it must be divisible by 9. So let me add all the numbers: 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus x. So 3, 4, 7, 7, 5, 12. 12 plus x. 12 plus x should get one number which must be divisible by 9. So what is the nearest number after 12 which is divisible by 9? 9 ones are 9, 9 twos are 18. So 18 is the next number. So x will be 18 minus 12, that is 6. So the answer is 6. 6 for x. So what they asked, x plus y. X is 6 and y is 0. So x plus y is equal to 6 plus 0, that is equal to 6. So the answer is 6. Third question. What will be the ratio of the simple interest earned by certain amount at the same rate of interest for 9 years and that of 12 years? So we need to find out the ratio of simple interest. So we need to find out simple interest for 9 years for the same amount as well as same interest rate. Same amount as well as same interest rate. So what is the formula for finding out the simple interest? PTR by 100, where P is the principal, T is the time period, R is the rate of interest. So what they said, principal as well as rate of interest are same. Only the rate of interest, only the time changes. Only the time changes. What is the time? 9 years as well as 12 years. So now calculate the simple interest for 9 years. Simple interest for 9 years is equal to P, we don't know, T is time period is 9 years, P into 9 into R by 100. So what is the simple interest for 12 years? P into 12 into R by 100. So now what they asked? They asked the ratio. They asked the ratio of simple interest. So to find the ratio, just find the ratio of these two formulas. 9 PR by 100 is to 12 PR by 100. So what is meant by is to? Is to is meant by divided by. So PR cancels, 100 cancels, 3 3s, 3 4s, that will be 3 is to 4. So the answer is 3 is to 4. Fourth question, 6 friends A, B, C, D, E and F are sitting in a closed circle facing the center. E is to the left of D, C is between A and B, F is between E and A, who is to the right of C? So what is the first statement given? E is to the left of D. E is to the left of D. We need to write in the circular fashion. Next, C is between A and B. But here already we have given the positions for E and D. But there is no relationship between this statement and either E or with D. So these three are all different. So that is why we should not consider this statement first. Let us consider the third statement. What is third statement? F is between E and A. F is between E and A. So F comes here, A comes here. Sorry, F is between E and A. So A comes here, F comes here. So F is between A and E. F comes here in between A and E. Okay. So now let us see. Let us consider the second statement. What is the second statement? C is between A and B. Now because A is there, we can derive the relationship between C and B. C is between A and B. So C will come here and B will come here. Like this, all of the 6 members are sitting. Now what they asked, who is to the right of C? Who is to the right of C? To the right of C is A. So the answer is A. So that is why first we need to consider one statement, and then we need to consider another statement in which it contains at least one of the already existing content. Then only the relationship will be built very easily. Okay. So now the answer is A. Question number 5. If 60% of A minus B is equal to 40% of A plus B, then what percent of A is B? What percent of A is B? Don't be confused. We need to find out B in terms of A. B in terms of percentage of A. Okay. So now let us consider 60% of A minus B. 60% means 60 by 100 into A minus B is equal to 40%, 40 by 100 into A plus B. 100 cancels, 23s, 22s. Okay, 3A minus 3B is equal to 2A plus 2B. Because we need to find out A in terms of B. So let us bring this 2A from this side to this side. 3A minus 2A is equal to, this will become plus here, 3B plus 2B. A is equal to 5B. But we need to find B. So B is equal to 1 by 5 A. So how could we write 1 by 5? 1 by 5 we could write it as 20 by 100. 20 by 100 A. So what is 20 by 100? 20% of A. So this is what they asked. So the answer is 20% A. Question number 6. A, B, C, D, E and F are 6 members in a family in which there are 2 married couples. E, a teacher, is married to the doctor who is the mother of C and F. B, the lawyer, is married to A. A has 1 son and 1 grandson. Of the 2 married ladies, one is a housewife. There is also 1 student and 1 male engineer in the family. How is A related to C? So this is the most difficult question among the given questions. So let us solve this problem. So initially, consider the first statement. What is the first statement? E, a teacher, is married to the doctor. They said that E is the teacher and married to a doctor. Okay. How many persons we got? So we got 2 persons here. Next, who is the mother of C and F? So E is the mother of C as well as F. C as well as F. So what does it means? As E is the mother means E is female. As E is the mother, D should be father. So D is the father of C as well as F. Father. Here mother. Okay. See the next statement. B, the lawyer, is married to A. B is lawyer, is married to A. And A has 1 son. So let me write the statement here. B is a lawyer who married to A. Next, A has 1 son and 1 grandson. So A definitely has 1 son and 1 grandson. So what is the possibility? Already we have seen that E is female and D is male. D is male. So because A is having 1 son, that particular son must be D. Okay. So D's father is A. D's mother is A. Okay. So we don't know whether A is male or female. So as of now, let us assume that A's son is D. Of the 2 married ladies, one is housewife. Already 1 married lady is a teacher. They have given. So who is the other lady? The other lady must be A, because B is already working, and they said that one of the 2 married ladies, one is housewife. So A must be housewife. A must be housewife and A must be female. So now we can say that A is the mother of D. A is the mother of D. Okay. So now let us continue. There is also 1 student and 1 male engineer in the family. Already for all the remaining portfolios have been given. E is teacher and there is a doctor, there is a housewife, there is a lawyer. So C and F has not been assigned any role. So that is why this student as well as male engineer will be either C or F. Okay. So either C is a student or F is a student. Vice versa. C might be male engineer, F might be male engineer. Okay. We don't know exactly. Finally, what they are asking, how is A related to C? How is A related to this C? Okay. Who is C's father? C's father is D. Who is D's mother? D's mother is A. Okay. Now, how A is related to C? A must be grandmother to C. A must be grandmother to C. Not only C, A must be grandmother to F also. Okay. So A must be grandmother to C as well as F. B must be grandfather to C as well as F. E is the mother of C and F. D is the father of C and F. So this is the entire family tree. So let me write here. Initially A female, B male. These two are the family, and D male. D is the son of both A and B, and D married to E. E is female, and C as well as F are children of D as well as E. Okay, so this is the family tree of the entire family tree of the given values. Now we can easily say that A is the grandmother of C and F, B is the grandfather of C and F, E is the mother of C and F, D is the father of C and F. Okay, so what is the answer? Grandmother is the answer. Finally, let us see the simplest question. Choose the missing term out of the following. So very simple series has been given. J, K, L, M, and then N will come. A, B, C, D, and next E must come. K, L, M, N, and O must be coming. So what is the answer? N, E, O. So that is about part 1 of the arithmetic as well as mathematical arithmetic as well as aptitude. So like this there will be 20 such series. This is part 1, part 2, part 3 and so on. Part 20 up to part 20 videos will be uploaded. So like this video and share this video to your friends as well as the aspirants of UGC NET. That's all for now.